Iran News Now. Iran's nuclearization never feels more possible. The helicopter crash that killed Iran's president, Ebrahim Raisi, weeks after an extraordinary military clash with Israel has raised a worrying question: is 2024 the year Iran decides to create a nuclear bomb due to security concerns? Although Iran possesses most of the means and ability to produce a nuclear bomb, it has never done so for reasons experts disagree. After Mr. Raisi's death, hardliners in the country are less opposed to nuclear power than they have been for decades. Iran's posture appeared to be changing before Mr. Raisi's death. Tehran has changed its tone after recent clashes with Israel, a country with an undeclared but widely known nuclear arsenal. We have no decision to construct a nuclear bomb, but should Iran's existence be challenged, there will be no alternative but to change our military doctrine, Kamal Karachi, a top advisor to Iran's Shah, stated on May 9. Senior Iranian politician and former military commander warned in April that Iran could enrich uranium to 90% purity for a weapon in half a day, or let's say, 1 week. He quoted Ayatollah Ali Khamenei as saying the regime will respond to threats at the same level, meaning that Israeli attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities will change Iran's nuclear stance. Iran has long been apprehensive about nuclear technology. Iran has kept outside countries guessing and worried about its nuclear intentions under pro-Western Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi in the 1960s and 1970s and the anti-American Islamic Republic since 1979. However, it has never completely weaponized. Religious misgivings regarding nuclear weapons morality and Iran's membership in the NPT are major grounds for this. Strategy has been the main cause. Iranian leaders have consistently concluded that playing by the rules of the international non-proliferation regime is better than pursuing the bomb. They must first withdraw from the Non-Proliferation Treaty, which would announce their intentions to the world and provoke American military involvement. However, the revolutionary leadership has been unwilling to give in to Western pressures and abandon their program, which would show weakness. Iran's leaders are likely aware of Libya's military intervention that overthrew Muammar al-Gaddafi 8 years after he committed to halt his nuclear program in 2003. This strategic happy medium worked for the Islamic Republic till now. 2 decades of dysfunctional U.S. nuclear policy toward Iran have created a dangerous dynamic in which Iran enriches more uranium than it might otherwise, either as a defensive posture or a negotiating tactic, and gradually moves toward making a weapon it may not want. Iran had only 164 old centrifuges and little desire for a weapons program when the U.S.-Iran nuclear issue began in the early 2000s. However, Bush's absurd demand that Iran accept zero enrichment made it a national pride issue. Iran kept enriching and stockpiling uranium during the Obama administration's negotiations, partly as a buffer against future concessions. Iranian resistance increased after President Donald Trump's 2018 nuclear agreement withdrawal and ensuing campaign of maximal pressure. Iran has plenty of enriched uranium and thousands of powerful centrifuges. Some Iranian factions have adopted a might-as-well nuclear weaponization stance. Why not bomb if we've come this far? Under Ayatollah Khamenei, Iran has maintained that it is better off showing its commitment to the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Hardliners have occasionally suggested that Iran should follow the North Korea model, pulling out of the Non-Proliferation Treaty and racing for a bomb like North Korea did in 2003, as Western sanctions have piled up and strangled its economy. Since the supreme leader disagrees, these voices have been silent until now. Ayatollah Khamenei's early 2000s fatwa labeled nuclear weapons forbidden under Islam and ordered that the Islamic Republic of Iran will never obtain these weapons. The world changed swiftly after Mr. Raisi died. An already militaristic dictatorship risks becoming increasingly dominated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC. Some in the IRGC consider the fatwa outdated. One senior former regime official told me that the Corps' high brass is itching to reverse the fatwa and will likely do so at the earliest opportunity. Whoever wins the quick presidential election by early July, the final succession battle will be for supreme leader, and the IRGC will likely be crucial. The late president was a leading candidate to succeed the 85-year-old Ayatollah. Few candidates exist besides Ayatollah Khamenei's son. Whoever wins will presumably rely on the IRGC for legitimacy. Iran has believed nuclear hedging is its strongest deterrent against invasion. Tehran may believe that rushing for a weapon will only increase U.S. enmity. However, if Iran chooses its moment correctly, a preoccupied and unpredictable Washington may not be able to respond firmly to a quick and swift Iranian bomb push. Iran might test a nuclear weapon during a small window due to the Gaza war, a hypothetical American leadership change, and a domestic power vacuum that the IRGC could fill.